Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today on this nice Tuesday? So, it's been raining out here, so I'm a little comfy. Didn't feel like really getting dressed. You guys probably could have told by earlier's quick live giving you guys information on the finding of Kathleen Moore. We kind of knew the outcome of it being that they found her phone in the dumpster at the boyfriend's job, along with lots and lots of blood. And he also had blood on his clothing. And so they knew from what they seen that she was no longer living. They were just looking for her body. I believe they said it was either 14, I think 14 dumpsters they looked through just to make sure her body wasn't in any of them. And I'm happy that he didn't decide to throw her away like trash, but it's still a life lost for what? And I think that's why he didn't answer the question of where she was, because he knew that there was no going back from what he'd done. So, for those of you guys that didn't see that live, I wasn't cammed up. I just wanted to get the information out there. She was found not too far away from his house and covered up by the debris in the backyard of some houses. So at least she's found. Hopefully, he'll give us answers. So, what I'm going to start with first, while I wait for everybody to come into the building, and we're going to have an open panel on this because I want you guys to tell me what you guys think about the choice Angelica Mendez decided to take. I mean, why not just get all of this over with and stop? Stop. Now, I don't know if I feel that Molly is okay and she's not going through the situation that Angelica said. But for some reason, I know I have not told you guys what I think. And that's because I want you guys to keep an open mind about everything and look at the facts. Look at, I mean, what she said on past lives. You guys were hearing her voice tell you guys and explain to you what happened. And every time I think about it, how she said, I'm a liar and a fraud, I take that kind of like personal because at the end of the day, she asked to speak her truth on the platform. And I said, okay, yeah. And now I'm the liar. So we're going to get to her. I'm going to wait for everybody to come on, crowd on in. I mean, it's nothing crazy like that, but I just find it interesting on the continuance of the slap in the face to the police department. Now, do I believe they did a full investigation? We're dealing with California and Arizona, so they work together. And me living in California, I do know a lot of the human trafficking and things that go on in California. And where she's located is not too far from the Mexico border. It's not too far from, I mean, tossing kids onto boats and taking them. Human trafficking is really, really big out here. And I know a lot of people like to act like they don't see what's going on. But I don't want to say prime example, but there was a case that I ran into, um, and it was in Detroit, and it was a Caucasian woman, and she had a stolen van, and she drove up on these children. I guess they're supposed to be going to school. The oldest one was 11, the youngest one was 5, and she forced them into her kidnapper van. I mean, the classic kidnapper van, the white one, probably I couldn't tell if it was like the sliding door or the open, but it looked like the sliding door of the kidnapper van. And what she did was she forced the youngest one in, so I think the oldest one, just went along, and she did not know these children. She told them, I believe she said she was taking them to school. So she is driving erratically, runs a red light. Thank God, cops pull her over, and the cops are asking her, "Are these your children?" Because from what I seen, I believe the children were either mixed or not Caucasian, so it kinda looked a little sus. And they asked her, "Are these your children?" She's like, "Yes." The kids are in the back like, "No, no," shaking their head. So I believe the cop says, "Hey, do you know her?" And they're like, "No." So she gets, they take her to jail and everything, and come to find out, this woman has a extensive record. And when I say she should have been treading lightly, I mean tiptoeing, not trying to get into anything. So what was she going to do with these 4 children? We don't know, and I'm happy we don't get to know, because she later on admits she doesn't know them. The mother of the children does not know her. The children say they do not know her, but she doesn't answer what was she gonna do with the children. And in her record, she has a, charge for leaving the scene of an accident in which she allegedly killed another person, and she just got off of parole for that, and then decides to do this. Sometimes I'm like, why give people that do certain things a chance? Like, why? To go and do this? I'm glad that we don't get to see what was gonna go on, but I'm just saying, with our kids nowadays, we don't know, and that's why I say I do not know what Molly's going through, if she's even going through anything. At this point, her life will forever be changed because of the choices that Angelica Mendez decided to make. And if she truly thought that this little girl Molly was in danger, the way she went about it, and yeah, I can say maybe she's young minded and things like that, but yo, you're about to go on your what, third child? I could be off by one, maybe four, but third child, I believe. And I don't know how much, I'm not gonna go there. Um, yeah, so it's just like we need to grow up and make good decisions, because I knew that she was gonna have this court date, and I was debating, am I gonna go to the court date or not? And I chose not to, because after the statement she was making, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep this at a distance. And I don't have hatred towards anyone like that. I mean, for what? And so I just was like, good luck today. And she's like, you know, what did she do? She sent me a like little message thing, and I believe I already posted it. If I didn't, I will. And I'm gonna post her last message to me as well. My son has my phone, so I'll grab that in a second. But yeah, so she says, no, she sends me a text message of her folders and everything. She has everything in order. They should be dropping the case today. That wasn't the case. So we're gonna get to that. But I did want to touch on a few things with Ethan. Hello, hello, hello. So before I do that, I'm going to address the chat. You guys hear it? It for some reason out here got really cold the last 2 nights, and my voice got worse. Son's voice, I mean, he's coughing and everything. So I mean, we're up and down in our weather. So let me address everyone in the chat. Let's see. Hey Shay, my lovies are always in the building. Miranda, Panda Gang. Yeah, y'all keep saying I just need to keep us the Panda Gang, but I'm like, I don't know what I want to call us yet. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll come up with some ideas later on. Um, let's see what else we got. We got Christina E. always in the building. Naomi, you are not a liar. She, hello. I didn't say anything. For those of you guys that do not know the situation with Angelica Mendez, I do have a playlist I need to update, but you can go back in my videos, and if you want to, you can listen to her words day by day and what she says. I didn't put any words in her mouth. I didn't, narrate anything. I let her speak her truth, and I still have not voiced my opinion. I think a lot of you guys get it, but hey, I'm just here to give y'all the information. That's it. Hey, Jeanette, how are you? Let's see what else we got in the building. Miss Ja. Yes, she got my koalas too. Hey, Ja. Preach. Salute. So we're going to get on with this whole thing. I'm going to start with Ethan. I'm sorry, Ethan. And I just want to bring up a few things that I find a little sus with his parents. I mean, literally. Uh-oh. I missed a comment that I think I need to pop up real quick. A Lifetime movie, White Van. Yes, you guys could look that up. I might speak on it, but I know um I've seen a couple content creators speak on it, and one of them I love. He's so amazing. I mean, if I need to ask any questions, he's there. So, It Mel, if you guys want to check out his page, if you guys aren't already following him, I'm sure if you're following me, you would be following Ig Mel. He's amazing. And so, um, yeah, he covered the Detroit story. I don't know if he did it in full or if he's going to continue, but he does show some of it, or you can look it up yourself. But yo, I don't know what was going on with that lady. So definitely Lifetime movie situation, and I I want to know what was on her mind, but I didn't want to find out at the children's expense. So what I'm gonna do is, you wanna watch it? We will later. We'll watch it, Jeanette. We sure will. So, okay, so what I'm going to share with you guys right now is a couple of videos on Ethan. Um, one of them, jeez, one of them is, I mean, these parents knew that this little boy was having issues and they still decided to do this. I'm gonna let you guys hear for yourself, okay? Because let's just get to it. I don't need to do too much talking. You guys, I just don't understand how these parents could do this to their own child. But I'll digress and I'll let you guys make your own decisions on this family. and how they decided to deal with their child that they, to me, put in this situation, because if it wasn't for them, he would not have had a gun at all. So I'm going to bounce over there and let's play it. Let me know if you guys are hearing any echoes. Make sure you can see and hear. I'm going to put up the volume as much as I can. So here we go.
The investigation into the school shooting incident at Oxford High School, which occurred on November 30th, 2021, has revealed that James Crumbly purchased a Sig Sauer 9mm model SP 2022
The
Acme shooting goods in Oxford, Michigan on November 26, 2021. A store employee confirms that Ethan Crumbly was present with James at the time of the purchase. Per statute, James Crumbly completed ATF Form 309A, 5309A. On or about November 26, 21, Ethan Crumbly's social media posts reveal photos of the semi-automatic handgun, along with the caption, "Just got my new beauty today," including an emoji with hearts. "Sig Sauer 9mm. Any questions I will answer," end quote. Subsequent to the purchase of that weapon, one of Jennifer Crumbly's social media posts on about 11/27/21 read, quote, "Mom and Sunday testing out his new Christmas present," end quote. On November 21st, 21, a teacher at the Oxford High School observed Ethan Crumbly searching ammunition on his cell phone during class and reported the same to school officials. Jennifer Crumbly was contacted
So
via
wait a minute.
voicemail.
So a teacher seen this little boy searching for ammunition for his new Christmas present that he was testing out during class. She reported it. I mean, come on, school. Let's put two and two together. I do not want to blame the school like that, but these are certain behaviors you need to look at within a child, looking up things like this. Because, first of all, a child so young, 15 years old, with a gun like that should have already rang alarm bells. But let's let's go.
By school personnel regarding that son's inappropriate internet search. School personnel indicate they followed that voicemail up with an email but received no response from either parent. Thereafter, Jennifer Crumbly exchanged text messages about the incident with her son on that day, stating, quote, "LOL, I'm not mad at you. You have to learn not to get caught," end quote.
Learn not to get caught.
On November 30th, 21, the morning of the shooting, the next day, Ethan Crumbly's teacher came upon a note on Ethan's desk, which alarmed her to the point that she took a picture of it on her cell phone. The note contained the following: a drawing of a semi-automatic handgun pointing at the words, quote, "The thoughts won't stop, help me," end quote.
Help
In another
me.
section of the note was a drawing of a bullet
Help me.
with the following words above that bullet, quote, "Blood everywhere," end quote. Between the drawing of the gun and the bullet is a drawing of a person who appears to have been shot twice and bleeding. Below that figure is a drawing of a laughing emoji. Further down the drawing are the words, quote, "My life is useless," end quote. And to the right of that are the words, quote, "The world is dead," end quote.
Okay,
As a result,
wait.
James and Jennifer Crumbly.
So how many signs do we need from one child? All in one, to not see that this child is suffering with something. Something is on this child's mind. The parents, they know that they just bought this child this gun. Now they're hearing this from the school and make no interference. That's why I find this family disgusting. Not I mean, I can't say that about a child, but the parents, because to me, They knew there was choppy waters. They knew something was going on with their child, and they still went on to give a child a gun as a Christmas present, which she used 4 days after it was purchased. But once again, let's listen in.
Were immediately summoned to the school. A school counselor came to the classroom and removed the shooter and brought him to the office with his backpack. Counselor obtained the drawing, but the shooter had already altered it. The drawings of the gun and the bloody figure were scratched out along with the words, "Help me," and "My life is useless." "The world is dead," and "blood everywhere." Those were all altered by him. At the meeting, James and Jennifer Crumbly were shown the drawing and were advised that they were required to get their son into counseling within 48 hours. Both James and Jennifer Crumbly failed to ask their son if he had his gun with him or where his gun was located, and failed to inspect his backpack for the presence of the gun, which he had with him. James and Jennifer Crumbly.
First of all, it was supposed to be a Christmas present. How many days are we from Christmas? Today is December 7th, 2021. Why does he already have it in his possession if it was a Christmas present? You guys tell me, make it make sense. Let's go.
Crumbly resisted the idea of then leaving the school at that time, of their son leaving the school at that time. Instead, James and Jennifer Crumbly left the high school without their son. He was returned to the classroom. When the news of the active shooter at Oxford High School had been made public, Jennifer Crumbly texted to her son at 1:22 p.m., quote, "Ethan, don't do it," end quote.
So does that mean she
At
knew?
1:37 p.m., James Crumbly called 911, reporting.
So does that mean the mother knew? The father purchased the gun. The father filled out the paperwork. Ethan was there. She says, "Don't do it." Yo, y'all fill in the blanks. They knew. I don't know if they're like, okay, scare them. That's why he was looking up ammunition, or they already have the ammunition. Either way, it's irresponsible as a parent. And I feel that they should be held up to the highest of the law in this situation, because they gave their 15-year-old adolescent mind child a way to take 4 lives and forever injure 7. But we're not going to stop there, because all of the other children that were involved in this, experiencing this, they're all impacted as well. So until we get account of that, they're not going to be held responsible with the correct number of lives they've changed forever. There's no way to change what has happened at all. It's done. They made that decision 4 days before, for Black Friday, to purchase a gun for their child, which she later uses to take 4 children's lives. Disgusting. I mean, I can't. Do you think they knew? Very irresponsible in the worst way. I hope. Yeah, I feel like they did encourage him for the way they ran. I feel like they encouraged him to do what he did, but at the last minute was like, "Oh, no, 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 don't do it. Don't do it." She knew something. She did know something to say, "Don't do it." You know what? These parents are getting, yo, I'll digress. Let's go.
Reporting that a gun was missing from his house, and he believed his son may be the shooter.
Mm.
Further investigation revealed that the 6-hour 9mm handgun purchased by James Crumbly was stored unlocked in a drawer in James and Jennifer's bedroom. The gun recovered from the shooter at the school after the shooting was the same gun that was purchased by his father, James Crumbly, on November 26, 2021, in the presence of his son. Based upon the foregoing, the Oakland County Prosecutor's Office requested and received authorized, we charged 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter as to James Crumbly and 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter as to Jennifer Crumbly.
Manslaughter. I feel like they are very lucky
did a good
that
job
they
for
got
us, Alex.
manslaughter.
You stumbled into a much bigger picture, putting lives at risk.
Gosh, these commercials are crazy.
We need protection against Damien.
There we go. I find it disgusting that they're getting manslaughter. They put this gun. Let me take down this banner. They put this gun in this child's hand. Okay. And he took lives and his parents assisted. Now, if they didn't assist, then why would they run? So I'm going to share this next video. I'm not sure if I'm going to share the arraignment. I might just upload that so I can get straight into Angelica and have that be, the information for today. So let me share my screen with you guys really quickly. And I'm going to hop into the comments, of course. So let's see. I think I got that one. Okay. They said involuntary manslaughter. Right. I don't even think they should get manslaughter. I think it should be that this was, premeditated for them to go buy a gun. I'm sure they knew their son was having issues at school. So for her to say, don't do it, what does don't do it mean? What was her son filling her in on to where she needs to say, don't do it? Dad bought the gun and mom was aware of something. In my opinion, both parents are just as responsible as their son. And you know what I find disgusting, Shay? They completely abandoned their son. Abandoned him. They ran when they were being looked for. They went and hid. And after being caught, they both lawyer up. Do they get their son a lawyer? No. Their son has a public defender and they have paid attorneys. I mean, are they just writing him off like, hey, let's save ourselves? No, you guys were hand in deep. No, they need to face the same consequences. Hi, Buddha. How are you? Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this up real quick. I'm not going to do the arraignment. I might do an upload of that because I'm going to get straight into Angelica. My voice is going out. So here we go. Let's see. Let me make it big first.
Tonight, the Oxford High School shooting investigation zeroes in on a local artist.
Detectives want to know if he intentionally helped the parents of the teenage shooter to hide from police. Now, this is exclusive video of 65-year-old Andre Shakora pulling up to the sheriff's office this evening to speak with deputies. A few hours later, police executed a search warrant on his Troy home. Investigators seizing tablets and cell phones as evidence. James and Jennifer Crumbly found early Saturday morning holed up in a warehouse on Detroit's east side, where Shakora had an art studio. But the artist claims he didn't know they were wanted by police.
Believe him, and and he believes in himself. He knows what he knows, and he knows that his involvement was so limited here. And most people don't go to the police voluntarily, and he did. So this is now just confirming to them that he is innocent and didn't know what the Crumblies were doing.
I wait for it.
Now, right now, Shakura is only a person of interest in the case. No charges filed. Meantime, James and Jennifer Crumbley are each charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. They remain in the Oakland County Jail. Their bond set at $500,000 each.
So they get charged with $500,000 each. And I've seen them do cases where it's way more than that. I think that 4 lives are worth more than that. And I hope that they cannot get concurrent sentencing. I hope it's one after another. Oh, thank you, White Ford. Thank you for being a new subscriber. So we have a new subscriber, everybody. Throw some pandas in the building. Show your love. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get into Angelica. Okay. Hi, Music Corner. We're going to get into Angelica. So, for those of you guys that do not know Angelica Mendez, she's been a headache for mine for a while now. And she's the young lady who decided to go against the police department and continue to slander the Tiffany family's name, saying that, it's a mixed race family. It was predominantly white, Caucasian, and they had a daughter who was African American. And so she automatically assumed, allegedly, that she was a slave. She was being, you know, essayed and things like that. She's saying that she spoke to this young lady firsthand, right there, in her face with the parents are right there, because I've asked her, were the parents right there? Yeah, she spoke to them. And I'm just like, yo, too many different stories. Anyway, so this happened back in, was it August? August, I believe. And she went on so many platforms to slander this family's name. They told her to stop. She continued and continued and continued. So she had a court date on December the 1st. And I was not going to put it out there what was going on, but I'm like, why not? It's public information. I called up there. I'm like, asking a few questions. They can't really tell me a lot, but it got extended after her plea. So for those of you guys don't know her, I'm first listen to this. I'm not going to bring this video on here, but this is where it all starts and gets real messy. So what I'm going to do is I need to go retrieve my phone from my son so I can read a few things off of there. But I'm going to play audio for you and listen to how this all gets started and convoluted and now is going to haunt this little girl for the rest of her life. So let me toss this up here really quickly. Don't want anybody to say, oh, my content. No. So I'm going to toss that up and we're going to listen to something. And I wouldn't really want this person on my panel. So here we go. Can you guys hear this? If she was white, they would already got her. They're just making this a whole race situation. But it's almost done. And be raping her themselves probably. So those of you guys that know who that person is, knows who that person is. You guys did not hear the sound? Oh my, why didn't you guys tell me that? Jeez Louise, let me share it again. Oh no, I'm gonna have to hear this woman yell again. Ugh. Let me find that once more. I'm gonna pull the banner down while I pull that up for you guys once again. I really don't want to have to bring this on the screen. I might have to bring it on the screen, but I'm gonna block it out because I really don't want to represent such a person that I've seen a lot of negative things about. I mean, so many different things with this person. So let me find it for you guys and pull it up. Oh, I know what I need to type in. That's what I typed in. Is it right here? I'm so upset that I clicked out of that. I swore you guys were hearing it. Next time, yell at me. You know what? I'm going to bring some people on the panel. That way I can hear what's going on. Let me bring you guys. Okay, let me see if I can find this crazy person's page. I mean, I don't want no smoke, but let's see if I can pull it up. If I can't, then I'm just going to say forget it. I mean, because this woman is just loud and obnoxious. Oh no, I hope I can find. Oh, you know what? I might be able to find it in my history, wouldn't I? This is so awful right now. She's probably laughing right now. Ha ha, you didn't even get to play it. But if I find it, I will play it. Trying to bring it up really quickly for you guys. I mean, I can't believe I had to endure all of that racket for no reason. But we will fix it. I'm trying to find like a quick way to find it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a video for the ones that have not seen it. And while I'm playing the video, hopefully I'll find it. So let me go ahead and play that video in the meantime. If you guys want to hop up, I threw the link in the chats. You can go ahead and hop up. Know that I'm going to be trying to find that page. So bear with me while you're sitting back there. I got you. Okay, so let me pop this up for those of you guys that don't know or haven't seen the video. I'm gonna play it for you right now of her.
They're not feeding
Hold on.
this family.
Her alleged claims about this family. Let me make sure it's up there for you guys. It is, and let's just go. It's only 33 seconds, so I'm not gonna be able to find it in 33
This
seconds.
family. They're not feeding their adopted child. She's crying. They're being racist towards their daughter. You guys need to. We need to expose these people. This family. Look at her. She looks hungry, and they're making her say that she's not hungry. And these people are disowning her, and they're probably using her as a slave, like they were back in
Probably.
the day. So yes, the sheriffs are on the way. I called the cops because yes, I'm a Catholic ass person, and I'm not about to watch this go by. That is very
A
rude. It's very
Catholic a
disgusting of these people.
person,
And
right?
yes, yes.
Okay. But in my videos, you hear what she says about Catholic people and, about her faith and things like that. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to find this person's yelling little fiasco. I'm going to try one more time. And you know what? I think I can find my history right here, isn't it? Or is it this one? I don't know. Why don't I know how to do this? Y'all, I'm new to a lot of things. So I know I'm spelling it wrong. How do you spell that girl's name? How do you spell that? I don't even want to say her name. Let me type it in the chat for my mods. I don't want to say her name because I don't need no smoke over here. Yes, the Angelica nonsense. I'm typing to you guys right now. Tell me how that's worded, how it's spelled, so I hopefully could pop it back up because it was very loud and ignorant that I couldn't. Let's see if this can pull it up. I know what it looks like, but I do not know what I clicked on last time to be able to bring that nonsense up. Anyways, let me see if you guys got it up there. I will type it in. How do you spell that person's name so I could try to pull this back up? I know it was on Twitter. I believe it was Twitter. And like she was being very, you know what I think I can do? Maybe I can go back a few times. That's what I can do. I don't know why I didn't think of that in the beginning. Let's do that. Oh, I can't. Can I? Can I do it on here? Let's see. No, I can't. Well, anyway, forget that. It's not even that serious. Basically, she got herself into a lot of trouble going on multiple platforms. So let's get to what happened. So let me pull this up for you. She decided what she was going to do on December 1st was to, I'll let you guys go ahead and read what she decided to do. But first, let me say this. She says, her family this, her family that, right? And so she says, this is after she does this. She says, after yesterday, things aren't that okay. News reporters were outside my home and followed me and my children to a local grocery store, scaring my kids and myself. I can't talk about the case at all. Judge orders, but I got hope things will go fine. Just have to keep praying. So I wasn't even gonna because I knew she was stressing out. but it's public information, so why not? Since I'm a liar and I'm a fraud, we'll just look at it together. Are they lying too? So here we have Miss Angelica Mendez. So she decides to go to court. First, let me throw up this copyright. Yes. We're just going over it for some research purposes. So she decides to go in there and still plead not guilty. So she decides to go to trial. I'm guessing, because isn't that what happens? Women charged in false Costco family abuse 911 calls plead not guilty. So it says a Desert Hot Springs woman who accused a mixed race family of neglect and sexually assaulting a young black female family member pled not guilty today to charges of providing false information to the police. Now, what has she been saying to me for the longest? She's going to court for the traffic ticket. She keeps saying, no, they don't have anything on her about a false information because she gave not her ID, but she didn't have her ID at the time. And she showed a picture of her ID to them. So she's like, well, if I had this warrant, why didn't they take me for my warrant if they ran my information? She keeps trying to put it off as the police used a traffic ticket to eventually lock her up for this false information. In which, if you go in my videos, you will see all the nonsense in the videos of her getting arrested at the Vons and what she was threatening me with a cease and desist. She also threatened Paris Million with it. And that's how she got herself caught in all of this mess anyway, because she thought she was meeting with the cops at the Vons to fill out paperwork or to be able to serve Paris Million with this, um, desist thing that she's threatening me with. But anyway, Angelica Marie Mendez, 23, is facing one misdemeanor count each of providing false information to police and making a false report to the police. Misdemeanors. Why keep this going if you are so um, flustered, so stressed out? I mean, you're saying that, it's interfering with your pregnancy and all of these things. Why keep it going after they keep telling you to stop? She appeared for arraignment at the Larson Justice Center on Wednesday and was scheduled for a pretrial hearing on December 15th. So, we will be there and to find out what's going on with that as well. Mendez arrest in August by Riverside County Sheriff deputies followed a video that she posted online of a mixed race family eating at Costco in a Palm Desert. Oh, in Palm Desert. In the video, she accused the family of neglecting the girl. The video went viral, resulting in the Riverside County Sheriff's Department being flooded with calls and causing the family from Arizona to receive death threats. Did she stop? Absolutely not, because Angelica Mendez does not stop. According to the Sheriff's Department, this occurred on August 20th after Mendez saw the mixed race family eating at the Costco in Palm Desert. Mendez not only reported this to law enforcement, she utilized social media to spread false information, criminal accusations, and racial bias against what is, by all accounts, a happy and healthy family. A happy and healthy family. She completely threw this young lady's world up in the air, and this will never go away. Once on the internet, it's final. In the video, Mendez can be heard saying that a black girl, accompanied by her white family members, was being denied food and that the family was probably using her as a slave. Accusations. Unfortunately, many members of the public accepted Mendez's social media posts as truth before our investigation was completed. The sheriff's department said in a statement at the time the investigation into this incident involved 4 independent investigations in 2 different states. All 4 investigations determined that the allegations allegations were false and made up by Mendez. The reckless actions of Mendez caused this family to suffer through death threats, closure of the father's business, and unnecessary stress and drama to the child. This man had to close his business due to Mendez's false accusations. I don't feel like this should be a misdemeanor, but who am I? Just giving you guys the facts. According to the sheriff's officials, Mendez also falsely reported the physical and sexual abuse of a minor. At the request of Riverside County Sheriff's officials, police in Gilbert, Arizona said they contacted the family seen in the video. In a tweet, Gilbert police said they determined the child to be safe and in good health, and it was found that the child had refused to eat the day of the video recording due to an upset stomach. Oh, due to an upset stomach. Where are we at? Gilbert police also said the Arizona Department of Child Safety conducted its own investigation into the incident and that no evidence of any crime has been established. Riverside County Sheriff's officials said anyone recklessly abuses anyone who recklessly abuses public services that could be directed towards actual crimes and crime victims will face the consequences of their actions. Mendez was arrested on August 28th and booked into the John Bonnet Detention Center. Oh, I didn't know there was a John Bonnet Detention Center. She was released the same day after posting a $25 bill, according to the court records. And that's why she keeps saying that she really got arrested for traffic tickets, and it was not because of falsely accusing or giving false information. She says she paid $25 because that's what would have been the traffic tickets. Cisania. I don't know. That's what she says. So, with this being said, we will follow up on December 17th for the pretrial to see what's next in this chaos that she now, has a family, lost a business, a young lady loses, her future for people to be able to tease and bring up these false allegations on her family. So, guys, with that, I'm going to go rest my voice. December 17th, we'll touch back into that. See you guys probably mañana, if not the day after. I love all of you guys, but I am going to allow before if anybody wants to hop up on the panel, you can. So I'm going to put the invite in the chat once more. Give it a little bit and we can discuss this. Let me check into the chat. My voice is like going bye bye. Let's see. Christina says, good for her. I don't care anymore. Karma is a B. Exactly. I mean, she's telling for I don't know, she's back and forth with me. She'll say all these bad things and she'll, try to give me information, say it was an accident. She accidentally sent it to me. I'm like, okay, I know the games you're playing, whatever. It's the wrong StreamYard link. Wait, let me put that in one more time. What do you mean? Putting in what it's saying. Let's see. Sorry, preach. Check this link that I just sent. Um, yep, she's going to trial. She has pre-trial, like I said, on December 17th. I will be there watching. So yeah, I was trying to get because she wasn't really trying to talk to me about it. So when I called, they're like, "Oh, that's set up for another date." So she just pled her not guilty. I don't know why she's still going with this mess, but whatever. Hi, boo. Thank you for coming through. Come get this commentary. If you guys not have not subscribed to her channel, she's amazing. I mean, she will have you over there dying. I mean, go follow her for sure. Let's see who else. I would have been pissed off if I had shows. Yes, if you had to close your business for her. So that's why I'm hearing a lot that they are going to or they already have filed. I'm gonna say allegedly because I'm not sure yet. Um criminal charges against her for this because he went through so much from this and I mean, I just feel for her. Hey, fun to be. How are you, love? Hey, Angelica. Hey, Chad. Yeah, I'm sure she's probably watching. But I mean, this is all out there anyway. So I'm just sharing. Hot, yeah, hot mess that girl. She is. She is. I guess my link is not correct, but hey, at least you guys got the info. Let's see. Yes, she said yeah, she said it was a setup. And she said that from the beginning they were after her because they know her in this neighborhood. But that leads me to believe if they know you and your family in this neighborhood, you guys are constantly stirring up drama. And we know what other family members are accused of. I don't know about all of that, so I'm gonna leave that one alone. That yeah, she is a real hot mess in my opinion as well. I just hope that, through all this stress she's dealing with, I don't want to be the reason of someone having a miscarriage. If she's going through this situation, um, I only want the best for babies. You guys know I love my babies, so I didn't want to just throw it all out there right in the beginning because she was telling me how she was just so stressed out. But hey, it's public information, and you guys matter to me a lot more. And I don't appreciate people saying that I'm lying when it's right here that she lied. And they did 4 investigations. She needs to stay off social media and leave you. I love you. I so love you. Yes, yes. I don't know how I'm a fraud though. Of course, she has trials. She loves to talk, and I bet you she will testify for days. Yes, and if they want anything in my archives, I still have it. So if you want it, I will send it over because I still have not. I kept my word, and I still didn't put out everything. I said, y'all, I'll wait for after, but if they want it, they can have it. So yeah, guys, I guess I have the wrong link. The wrong link. Sorry, it's getting worse. Um, so I will see you guys later. I will keep you guys up to date on this. I mean, I guess since I dived in way deeper than I thought I was and got a little bit more information. I feel obligated to let you guys know what's going on with this. I really feel for Molly. And like I said from the beginning, when I get monetized, I do want to put um, some of my income towards something in her name so that it won't always be looked at as a negative thing in her eyes, because I feel like it's disgusting that now her name is going to be all through the internet if someone decides to bring this up. Let's see. Yeah, you need to rest. Yes, I do. So bye guys. I love you. That's it for today. See ya. Bye.